Reluctantly.
He is going to be appearing for 2 shows on May 23rd in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and 1 show on May 22nd right here in Edmonton, Alberta. Tickets at andrewsantino.com and rivercreeresort.com. My guest is Andrew Santino.
Reluctantly.
This podcast, reluctantly sponsored by homegirls.ca, a top producing team at Remax Professionals. Also by Northern Alberta Heating, with work in and out of Edmonton and hiring bonuses for experienced candidates. Email your resume to tim@northernheating.ca.
Reluctantly.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Got a big spot in my heart in Alberta. I started headlining there before I was ready, in the West Ed Mall.
That's
Very
right.
familiar. Love it out there.
You've been on the radio show a couple of times, and
Yeah.
it was great to have you. And I do remember having a conversation about your first headlining shot at the comic strip in West Edmonton Mall. So
That's right. One of my proudest moments, playing in the mall in January. Nothing like it. Nothing like Edmonton in January. Probably one of the greatest places on earth. Some of the greatest people, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. There's not a shot at you. Some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen, and some of the most horrific men on their arms. It's wild to see. It's 10s and 2s all day.
10s, it's like a Timex watch, 10 and 2.
10 and 2, baby. 10s and
Yeah.
2s. I love Edmonton. And so I'm happy. I'm coming back there and jumping over to Winnipeg and excited to come back to Canada. It's been a while.
And you're playing a significantly bigger room too. 2,500 is what the River Cree venue holds.
Yep.
So it's going to be nice to see you. And that's the thing. I was thinking about it. I thought, oh man, it'd be great to have Andrew on the show, on the podcast, and be able to talk about some of this stuff, because I do remember having that conversation with you. It was your first headline, and I think you came up twice. You were on my radio show twice.
2 times I came to the show, but I played comic strip I think 3 times. I think I did it 3 times. And then after that I started shooting a show, and then I stopped touring, then I started again, and then I haven't been up to you guys' neck of the woods in a while. I've done Vancouver and Toronto, the coastal kids, but I need to go back to the heart of Canada once again. So I'm returning to the middle of Canada.
And that's one of the great things too about having you up here at that time when you were first starting out as a headliner. And it was such an amazing time over the last 10 to 15 years, watching Fitzsimmons, TJ Miller, Soder, Bargatze, Theo, Bert, all of those guys, that whole generation of comics come up, and being able to witness that was phenomenal.
Well, thank you. It was there's a lot of good names that you named in there, and that I'm proud to be a part of, and a few that I'm not at all. And you can decide which ones I'm proud of and which ones I'm not.
Big J, Brian Callen, Bobby Lee.
I like all those people except for Bobby Lee. I hate the last guy. He's my biggest pet peeve. He is my life pet peeve, if there is a thing.
Ari Shafir.
I love that guy so much. I can't say anything bad about him right now. Not what's going on politically. No, he's the best. I do love. I love all these guys, man. It's great. It's great. It was great to come up through that system, and a lot of guys went and did these Canada runs, as it were, for us, and everyone talks good about it, and I really do love coming up there. It's so much fun, and even when it's cold, even when it's disgusting and cold, I still enjoy my time. Going to shoot guns in the mall is one of my favorite pastimes.
Yeah. And that's right around the corner from our studios.
That's right.
So you're going to be here in May, just a few weeks, May 22nd in Edmonton. Are you going to be flying in and then basically flying out to Winnipeg right away, sort of thing? Or
I got to fly in and fly out. I'm actually going on vacation tomorrow. I'm going to Italy. I'm taking my parents to Europe, and as a little hoorah for the family, because we don't travel anymore together. And now that they're retired, I'm going out there to Italy to get fat and swollen on pasta and wine, and then come back. I do Edmonton, Winnipeg, and then I got to go right back to LA because I leave again. So, as usual, a busy boy, but I'll be in and out, but I will kiss everyone on the forehead in Edmonton when I get there.
Do you have You have Italian heritage. Do you have any relatives there? Are you going to see some
No, everyone's dead. But my dad's side's Sicilian, so yeah, I like to go down to Sicily. I've gone there a bunch, and I love it down there, and it's gorgeous. If you like slow life and seafood, that's the place to go, man.
How do you have time to go on vacations? You're so fucking busy. You got the
I
No Bad
know.
Lies, you
Well,
got the Whiskey Ginger, you got the Bad Friends podcast, you're touring.
yes, I have to stuff everything in. I have to stuff it all in, as they say in some of the bars in West Hollywood here. You got to stuff it in there. Just shove it in as far as you can. So I'm just shoving everything in at once, and then hopefully I get a second to have a little bit of free time. So I'm taking mom and dad. I planned for this for months and months now, and so I get a little getaway time in between Whiskey Ginger, Bad Friends, and my new show No Bad Lies, which it's a lot of work, but it's a lot more fun. So I'm enjoying it, man. I'm riding the lightning.
I can't. I was just listening to the Cam Smith one. How are you getting in touch? Like how are you just walking and playing a hole with a pro golfer,
Well,
John Rahm, Cam Smith?
right. Pro golfers and celebrities. I mean, a lot of the guys that are going to be on the show, it's a lot of favors, a lot of friendship asks. And then also a lot of those guys like Cam and John are on they're on the Live tour. And Liv's been, more than a helpful in getting a lot of their captains on the show to help kind of push the program a little bit to get more Live notification out there about their golfers and who they've got on their roster. And a lot of those guys have been so nice to me. So I appreciate that, but also, a bunch of just celebrity. Charlie Day did it, and we have pro athletes and retired athletes, and it's the slate is going to be cool this year. I mean, we've got a lot of episodes to come, so I'm excited to see how people react to who's coming up, and surprise and people who they didn't think were golfers or loved golf. So I'm excited to show it.
A perfect example of that, Justin Timberlake. I had no idea Justin Timberlake golfed. Was that recent that you were golfing with him?
Yeah, we just were out at, he does there's a charity event out there in Vegas, and he does it with 8 a.m. golf. And we were out there in Vegas having the time of our lives. And yeah, Justin's a great golfer. I mean, some people may know that, but he's an incredible golfer and a great solid dude. And there was a good collection of pro athletes out there, CC Sabathia and Michael Phelps, and just incredible athletes who also are very good at golf.
Did you shake Michael Phelps's hand? Does he have the webbed fingers? Is it weird?
It's all webbed, and he does make you do the arm slap thing when you come up to him. It's just like a right up. It's like McConaughey beating on his chest. You have to do it when you see him. Phelps, I told him, I said, let's play 1-on-1, and if I beat you, you got to give me one of your gold medals, and he didn't want to do it.
Hmm.
It's like, dude, be a man. You know what I mean? You got a bunch of them. Bet one, and he wouldn't do
Yeah.
it.
Reluctantly.
This podcast is reluctantly sponsored by Northern Alberta Heating Limited, specializing in commercial HVAC all over the province of Alberta. Right now, they are urgently seeking motivated long-term employees that want to work for a great company. Are you an experienced sheet metal worker? Are you looking for a new outfit? A change for the better? Maybe the place you're at isn't the right fit for you. Well, send your resume to tim@northernheating.ca. They're looking for new people, first through fifth-year apprentices and younger journeymen. They have work both in and out of Edmonton, and they're offering hiring bonuses for experienced candidates. Get your resume together and send it off today. Email tim@northernheating.ca to kickstart something new or a change for the better.
Reluctantly.
So you got the No Bad Lies and Whiskey Gingers. I was looking at. Did you sit down across from Danny Trejo?
Trejo was one of my, that was years and years ago. I did Danny. Danny was one of my favorite episodes I did on whiskey. I think he's such an interesting cat, man. He's such like a cool, unique, what a great story, getting himself in trouble as a young lad, then getting out of trouble and finding God and finding purpose, and then getting into acting later in life and becoming this icon and kind of this, he's Machete, bro. He became something larger than he could have ever dreamed, and that is truly one of those Hollywood, dream come true stories, man. He's it.
Have you seen the documentary? There's a guy from Edmonton where I am, Adam Scorgie, who was part of the documentary that put that all together.
No, I didn't. But I'm gonna look. I'll be on the lookout for Scorgery, baby.
Yeah, it's called Inmate Number One, the Danny Trejo story. Watch it on the plane on the way over to Italy.
I shall do. It's 11 hours, so I have plenty. 14 hours, I think. I'm going. Is the first trip we're taking? So I got lots of time.
And Bad Friends is going well with Bobby. I'm worried about Bobby. Is he all right?
He's okay, man. He's doing great. He's living his life. He's clean and sober and dating and trying to fall in love again. And if you know anybody out there that loves dumplings, if you've got a pretty Edmontonian woman out there that's a big fan of dumplings, please send her our way. We're trying to find Bobby Love, but he's doing really good. Really good.
Is he still taking his clothes off in studios and stuff? That he did that 3 times on my show.
You know, what's the opposite of no?
Oh shit, is he?
Yeah, he's still doing it. He's humming along. That's his closer, his big closer. His closer is some people's opener, right?
Yeah.
That's how he does it. He always works backwards.
Is he not spending any time at the strip clubs anymore, or is he still?
No. He keeps it above board, man. He's a good boy. He's just trying to find love, fall in love, meet a woman that can handle him, and his body looks better now. He used to call himself a scallop. He's in much better shape now. He's lost some weight. He's on Ozempic, so he's lost a little bit of weight. He's not really a scallop any longer. He's more of he's kind of he's kind of like a squash, a thinned out squash. No longer a scallop. Still yellow, still lopsided, but
Yeah.
but better.
You and Bobby actually have 2 things, something in common. Both of you were on shows that I loved and was really pissed off when they got canceled. Yours was Mixology, and his was the Splitting Up Together.
Splitting Up Together, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
These are two bruises on our career, as it were. They just didn't last, but we've made it through the muck, and now we're creating our own little show. And the World of Bad Friends is so fun. We have an animated show coming out on Hulu in like a year or 2. It takes a long time, but we're gonna do that with Hulu. Bad Friends animated, and then we did a Bad Friends game show that we shot, and it's hopefully gonna come out soon. We're working on the rest of the slate, so we're busy boys, man. We're trying our best to bring more comedy to the people, make people feel good.
The animated thing is going to be like the Bill Burr thing was, sort of.
No,
similar,
no. Our show is based on our experiences from high school, and our stories and tales from our trips of high school of, Bobby being this kind of little baby prodigy wrestler who was addicted to drugs and partying, and I was just a terrible student who wanted to skip class and never be there, and also loved to party. And it's kind of that. It's kind of our little world from high school and our viewpoint through the lens of these other characters. And I can't give away too much, but it's awesome. When you see it, it's great.
Did you guys go to high school in real life together? I thought there was a age.
No. We're peeling our stories from high school we experienced, and because that's one of the things that we share. Of like, I'm a child of addiction. He's a child of addiction. A child is addiction, and we kind of play with a lot of the same themes that we lived through in high school together. And that's embedded in the show, that I had a single mom for a while when I was a kid, and moving and having a stepdad and all this stuff. And so we kind of interject all of our high school lifestyle stories into this animated show.
Were you at the Masters this year?
I did. Yeah. I went to the Masters. Yeah. My first time. It was incredible. I had so much fun.
Right?
It was unbelievable, man. Got to walk around and get drunk and yell at strangers. It was real fun.
Eat pimento sandwiches for $1.50.
I ate pimento. I had them all. I had the pimento. I had the ham, and the beer is great because it's already lined up for you. You just pay $4 or whatever, and it's just light or domestic, or domestic or imported. That's all it is. You don't get it's no labels.
What days were you there? Were you there multiple days or just one day, or what?
Yeah, we were there for the whole week. I was staying in the house. Stephen Malbon rented a house, the golf company Malbon. And I stayed with them, and we played Tree Farm in South Carolina. We jumped around, and we went a couple of days to the Masters, and we got rained out, but I was just loving it. It was awesome, man. It was so fun.
I was there in 2004 and 2005. I was on 16 when Tiger made his shot.
What a day, man. Well, I'll tell you, I don't want to one-up you, but I caught myself an invite to play Augusta, which changed my life. I know. That's it for me. I'm done. After this, I can die. I actually can. I sung the 7th inning stretch at Wrigley last year. And I once I play Augusta, you can actually kill me. I'll be good.
Do you have a date set, or like how does this
you
happen?
wait for the call? But I got the invite, and the gentleman that invited me said, like, we'll work out the date, but you wait for the call. You just patiently sit and wait.
Which member? Condoleezza? Is it Condi?
It's Condi Rice. It's Condi Rice. It's Condi Rice. No, it's it's Kim Jong-un. He's got a secret membership there, and he's going to fly over, and we're going to play.
And he's got the course record. He shot 19.
He shot 19. Yeah, it was pretty amazing. Yeah, he had a hole-in-one on everything but 18.
Reluctantly.
This podcast is reluctantly sponsored by the real estate team of homegirls.ca, a top producing team at Remax Professionals. If you are buying or selling in the Edmonton region, Shauna and Bonnie can handle everything with strong industry connections to mortgage brokers, home inspectors, lawyers, and contractors to support every step of the process. The market is very active right now. We recently listed our home again, and it went from MLS to closing conditions in 8 days. Now, of course, results may vary from property to property, but Shauna and Bonnie have been our trusted real estate advisors through buying and selling no less than 7 properties. I've recommended them to many friends who want real, relatable people with a personalized, hands-on approach. New home, investment, recreational, even commercial properties. Homegirls.ca is the website. Email info is right there. And the phone number is 780-517-HOME.
Reluctantly.
Are you going to start shooting golf balls over your house and doing YouTube videos like Bryson DeChambeau?
No, I don't think I can do it like that. Also, I don't have a house of that size. I think that was the impressive thing, was hitting a golf ball over a mansion. I don't know if you want to hit a golf ball over my little shack in the valley here, but no, I'm thinking about hitting golf balls over the 405. I might do that over the freeway out here. And seeing which homeless person I can hit. That's the clutter of our world here in Los Angeles. That's what we're dealing with. Yeah.
Or just hit them over your car.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, hit them over. Yeah, hitting them over a car might be all the space that we have out here. But I love the YouTube stuff that Bryson's doing, and all those guys are changing our game. So I'm stoked on all that stuff because it's making my show, No Bad Lies, a little bit more. Look, there it is. I'm in the studio. It's making it a little bit more present. So I'm hoping the show just grows because I love golf. It's like my favorite thing to do outside of comedy, and I want to grow it.
Well, the nice thing about it, too, is it gives us an opportunity to see the personalities, the people that are involved in it, rather than just these stoic guys that have no expressions while they're playing actual tournaments.
Yeah, these are just real people. I think people, you just get this kind of saturated performance out of them as they interview, and they don't get to talk free, or they don't get to say anything. So now, I wanted a show where they can just goof for a second, take a walk and talk. I give them deliberately bad lies. They tell me a time where life gave them a bad lie, and then it's free and easy. There's nothing to it. Simple pimple, and it's only a half-hour episode, so it's digestible on the way to work or, while you're on the john. So it's simple and easy to take in.
Your favorite whiskey? You're still doing the regular whiskey?
Oh yeah, look at that. There's my bar right there. I mean, I don't know if you can see all that good stuff in there. There's a lot of good jazz. My favorite sipping whiskey is probably I'm a big fan of Eagle Rare. I do like myself some Eagle Rare. I think it's smooth. I mean, E.H. Taylor is also a favorite, but it's a little bit more pricey. But I think as my regular day, like as a go-to, I think Eagle Rare is one of the most consistent, smooth, well-priced whiskeys if you can get your hands on it.
You lean toward bourbon more, or
I'm a big
whiskey?
bourbon guy. Yeah, I'm a big bourbon. Yeah, I'm not a rye guy. I'll have it, but I'm not huge on it, and I prefer bourbon. Give me that good old Kentucky bourbon, baby. Throw that corn in there. I'm a Midwest kid, baby. I'm corn-fed.
Well, yeah. I suppose we have, because of all of the things happening politically right now, there's a whole bunch of distilleries in Canada, and especially in Canada, here in Edmonton and out in BC. They're trying to do the best that they can to replicate bourbon. They can't call it bourbon because it's not made in Kentucky, but it's still got 51% or better corn. And we're getting a lot of that sort of thing starting up, where we're getting bourbon, like it's spelled B-R-B-N.
Yeah, bourbon.
Bourbon.
Yeah, bourbon. Yeah, bourbon.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. Bring me a little sip sapper. We'll have some while I'm up there. When I come play, I want to sip a little bit of local bourbon.
Well, that's kind of why I asked you if you were flying. You're flying in on the 22nd and doing your show that night.
I fly in the night before, so I'll be there the next day and hanging out. And I don't leave till I don't leave to go to Winnipeg until the next morning or afternoon, because it's a quick flight, right? It's only like an hour or something like that, hour and a half.
Because I could, if you're flying in on the 21st, I could take you to a distillery or two, and we could go and.
I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say no. I can't.
Okay. All right. The other, what else? Oh, somebody was giving you a hard time about eating a donut with a knife and fork.
Oh, look. I don't eat it with a knife and fork. What I do is what I do is I take the knife to cut it up into little slivers to make me feel good about how bad I feel. So I'll cut it in half or cut it in quarters and ask someone else to share it. I'll tell my wife, like, you take a bite. I'm going to eat the whole thing. I just want to cut it into little pieces to make my brain, my psyche feel better about
Right.
eating multiple donuts throughout the day.
You do that with chocolate bars too?
100%. Everything, man. If you can section it out, it makes you feel less bad. Look, I had 3 donuts the other day. That's not good. But if you cut it into quarters and you eat it every hour or so, you feel better about it. You know what I mean? You
Okay.
section off your shame.
Because I thought I think Howie was on with you guys, and you guys were talking about eating a donut with a knife and fork, and I thought, and I was going to ask you, do you eat a pizza
No.
with a knife and fork?
Never eat it with a fork, but I do cut it up with a knife. I slice it into sections. Again, it's to make my shame. It's to harbor my shame. It's to make me feel a little bit better about myself.
And speaking of the Howie podcast recently on Bad Friends, I'd like an invite to his 70th birthday in the fall.
Okay, you're coming. You're in. We're throwing a big bash. So
I met Howie. I think you would have been 1 or 2. I met him in like 1984.
I've been 1 year old at that then. Yeah, 1 or 2. Yeah.
I met Howie at the Southern Alberta Jubilee Auditorium in Calgary.
Whoa.
And he was still doing the rubber glove. Well, he had a full head of hair, and he was doing the rubber glove and everything. That was his
right.
thing.
He's the best. We love Howie. He's an interesting cat. I actually missed an interview with him today. I screwed up, but I'm going to make it up to him because I love him so very much, and he needs my help. You know, he needs everyone's help, really. He needs help, period.
He's doing a lot of underwear stuff on the internet now.
And Skechers. Yeah, he's selling foot pics, I guess, now. He's doing a whole deal with Skechers and Find Foot Finder, Wiki Feet. Yeah. God bless Howie.
All right, man. I know you've got other stuff to do. Looking forward to seeing you when you come. rivercreeresort.com, andrewsantino.com is either way you can go. If you go to andrewsantino.com, you can also get tickets to the Winnipeg shows, 2 shows on the 23rd of May. And it's always great to chat with you, Andrew. I appreciate you doing this because a little bird told me that you don't do anybody else's podcasts anymore too.
I don't. So. I don't, but I love you and I respect you, and we got history, baby. So I'll do it. And you're going to bring me to a distillery, or at the very least, bring me some bourbon when I come there.
It would be great. I know exactly 2 places where we can go. It would be fantastic.
I love it. Thank you, brother. I can't wait to see you soon, and be well and hold it down for me until I get to Edmonton.
Reluctantly.
This podcast, reluctantly sponsored by homegirls.ca, a top producing team at Remax Professionals. Also, by Northern Alberta Heating, with work in and out of Edmonton and hiring bonuses for experienced candidates. Email your resume to tim@northernheating.ca.
Reluctantly.